The Gray Man is the most shallow film I've ever had the displeasure to experience, but it's also kind of fun to watch. The Gray Man has these absolutely insane grandiose choreographed action sequences, which is its main appeal. But then I wonder about the purpose of this fighting. What is at the core of this conflict? CR6, our main character, decides to go rogue after being given information on a high-ranking CIA member, Denny Carmichael, about his antics in bombings and assassinations without proper CIA approval. They assume that we should take this as a huge deal, but we don't get to see it. The movie tells us that the things Carmichael did was bad instead of showing us. This entire conflict is derived from this information, but we don't get to see the effects of it. So there's no reason for me to care. On top of that, we don't have any idea why Sierra 6 went rogue in the first place. He doesn't have any reason to. None of this affects him at all. He doesn't have a vendetta or a reason to go after Carmichael. He doesn't even see him in the entire movie. 6 barely knows who he is, and yet he's putting himself and a lot of other people in grave danger to not let this information out. You might be saying, he's doing it for the good of the earth. You're wrong. 6 is an assassin that doesn't know who he's killing. Why would he be a good person? The only thing I can compliment about this movie is its action. It gives me visual eye candy to watch as a distraction from the nothing plot. Here's a moment in the middle of the movie. CR6 and his friend, Danny, are bombed while they're inside a house and have to discreetly escape. 6 then fights some officers, but in the end fails to run away, leading him to be stuck chained to a bench. Out of nowhere, hit squad after hit squad, all trying to kill him, rush in with police officers trying to shoot them back. 6 finds a gun while a car is going 50 kilometers an hour straight at him and shoots his chains. He hops on a train where there's 17 guys with armored shields and guns in a narrow corridor, while this Asian dude with an LMG strapped to an armor vehicle starts blasting, and a kung fu master with a knife starts kicking him. If that wasn't enough, this big van with a grenade launcher shows up, shoots a police car which goes in flames, flips and crashes into a different police car. 6 then climbs on top of the train, then kills a dude by looking at the glass. The train then rams into the side of a building and 6 runs and jumps onto the roof of Danny's car. This all happens in 10 minutes. Some of these movies would kill for action like this. But again, these droplets of quality in the action doesn't make up for the overall shallow feeling in the movie. It's a glorified hodgepodge of action sequences loosely tied together with no sense of direction. This movie as a whole just feels derivative from other, much better produced movies like John Wick that have better action and more compelling stories. Captain America and Ken from Barbie can't even save this movie. This might not be the big blockbuster that Netflix might have been hoping for, giving it a $200 million budget. I mean, like, damn, that much? But it's a decent action movie to shut your brain off to. And I would probably watch it again if I could skip the boring dialogue. I give this movie 3 Goethes out of 10.